sure. Maybe we're live, maybe we're not. You can't tell. All right. Gonna put the timer up. Dom's gonna look at the timer. Wait,
Ready.
Oops.
3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the second edition of It Doesn't Matter Rundown. We're going to talk about the hottest topics that going on in professional wrestling right now. Guys, the Seth Rollins went against the modern-day Maharaja on Monday Night Raw for the World Heavyweight Championships, but rumor has it that the man is injured. What do you think about that? How do you think that's going to affect the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania? John?
Well, so I was very, very interested in this modern-day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal, going one-on-one for the championship with Seth freaking Rollins on Raw. And I watched it on delay. I mean, sometimes you run into spoilers, sometimes you do not. But I didn't know what happened. So like I said, I was very interested to see what was happening. And I heard about the injury first. I didn't hear about a title change, but I heard about an injury. I was like, oh, jeez. And then I heard about Brock Lesnar. That's a different story. But I just watching the match. He might have tweaked his knee on a pedigree or something like that. Is it a real injury? It could turn into one. He seemed like he can work through it. He could probably work through it until the Rumble match. Maybe maybe a title change happens. But we don't know any more about it, and I'm not sure. It just didn't look that bad to me. That's what I think.
Abel?
Yeah, I didn't even know he was even hurt. I mean, to me, they've been saying he's had a back injury for what, a couple months now?
Oh my God,
He's
yeah.
been wrestling pretty well, and supposedly he's now got a knee injury. I'm like, Shawn Michaels, I lost my smile. I don't want to drop the title to CM Punk. I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Are we all getting worked again by another Shawn Michaels acolyte?
Well, you haven't heard Busted Open. Bully Ray said if it is an injury, they're really keeping it on the hush right now. Nobody knows, only that closed circle right there. So maybe you might hear something this upcoming Monday night.
Well, it needs to stay quiet because I'm tired of all these leaks and all this damn backstage bullshit coming up, going to the dirt sheets. Oh, I don't like this guy. I don't want to work with that guy. I want to leave.
So if Seth is really injured, what do you want him to do with the title? What do you see happening? Do you see him? Do you see the Royal Rumble match being for the World Heavyweight Championship? Does that change things, or do you see maybe Cody, getting that title, and then he finishes his story wherever, and then maybe a certain CM Punk can main event, and then maybe you get CM Punk and Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship. One finish the story, one get their main event spot. How about that?
The only way
Book
that's happening is if is main eventing against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40.
Pardon my ignorance here, but is there a title match for Seth Rollins at the Rumble?
I don't think so, as far as I know.
So what if this injury is legit? What if it's real? And the Royal Rumble match is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
God, I hope not.
It's been done before.
Yeah, it's done.
Anything's possible.
Precedent.
That's how Flair won his title.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
Who would be the most deserving?
Well, it would come down to your. Well, there's a lot of perspectives for the Final Four.
You can put Drew name back in the list. You got Cody. You got
Drew,
CM Punk.
Cody, Punk, Gunther.
Oh, Gunther. Oh,
Exactly.
the boy's wet dream.
Ew. Anyway, it's going to be interesting. So tune in Monday to see what's going to happen. All right, our next topic. Sting's last match. The rumor has it that it's going to be him and Darby Allin going against Matthew Jackson and Nicholas Jackson. The Youngbucks.
Yes.
So what do you guys think about that? Do you think that's a good farewell match for Sting?
I honestly, I thought it was going to be Darby versus Sting as like that send-off to where the mentor goes against the, whatever it is.
The mentee.
The mentee. Not the mountie. But yeah, just because he's been holding it down. But maybe the rumor has it that he can't do a singles on his own.
He can't.
He's older. I get it.
You always see him in these multi-man matches, and he's just diving off the top of the roof and shit like that.
He is getting progressively worse and worse every match.
So he needs a tag match to complete it.
Well, if you pick the Bucks, that's probably a good choice. They can be going back to the heel run, and that's what I like. The Young Bucks as heels. They're not baby faces to me. They're heels.
What's curious is that, we mentioned this before, that Randy Orton is a great professional wrestler. And we've all imagined ourselves to be pro wrestlers, unless you're 9'5" or 5'9" of American Apparel, and never imagined yourself as a professional wrestler. But if you were a wrestler, if I was a wrestler, brother, because I am, man, and I needed someone I could trust to carry me to a good match, who would I pick? Like, would I pick Randy Orton? Like, I could probably have a good match with Randy Orton if I was on his level, but I don't know if I would trust him to like carry me to a good match, because Randy Orton has he's a long, wide reputation, but not necessarily for carrying guys to great matches. But the Young Bucks, they have carried the entire promotion, some would say, on their backs. Like, name Private Party's best match. They only got one. Name Top Flight's best match. They've only got one as well. The common denominator is the Young Bucks. So if Sting and Darby Allin, more Sting than anyone else, needs to have a great send-off match, how could you go wrong with the Young Bucks?
You can't.
Exactly.
March 3rd, Revolution. All right, next topic. Nic Nemeth, the formerly known as Dolph Ziggler. He's appeared in New Japan. He's appeared in TNA. And now, on February 3rd, he's going against his best friend, Matt Cardona. Dolph Ziggler, Nic Nemeth, is all over the world right now. He's doing the damn thing. And I hope he signs exclusively to Impact Wrestling. Or TNA Wrestling, excuse me.
Okay, now we got to go in reverse.
Yeah.
TNA Wrestling.
Yeah.
What do you think about Nic Nemeth's debut so far all over these companies?
John, you take over for that one.
That's what these guys have to do. And by these guys, I also mean Mustafa Ali and people of that nature. If you love pro wrestling and you have that passion, you have the desire to shove it up WWE's butt, then yeah, you go out on the indie scene, you go to these other promotions, and you show your worth. And you know what? They'll take you back in 4 years like they did Drew McIntyre.
Yep.
And so they're doing the right thing. Mustafa Ali is trying something new. Nic Nemeth is trying a few new things. And good for them. They are not the Rybacks of the world that just up and disappear. They're not, I don't know, Mason Ryan, Heidenreich even, where they just go and disappear. So good for Nic Nemeth. He's a tremendous competitor and a jam up guy. He'll do just fine. And let's hope he kills it out on the indie scene or the non WWE scene.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, my thing is, I just want to see him now that he's out of the E. He's out of Alexandria, like Matt Hardy says. Go to New Japan. You got a couple guys that you need to go against. Okada, Naito. You got Sonata even. There's talent. You want to say you're the best in the world? The best wrestlers usually come from New Japan. Unfortunately, they're not using one of the best in WWE, my opinion. Shinsuke. But we'll see.
All right. So this past week on AEW, we have Hook taking on Samoa Joe. Hook put up a fight.
Who's Hook?
He lost the match.
Okay.
But
kidding.
this dude, he put up a fight. This dude has heart, but I feel like his time has come. He should have had this push a while ago when he was on fire.
Yeah.
How you kick out of the Muscle Buster at one?
I can't agree.
How the
with
hell
that.
you get out from a second Muscle Buster?
I can't agree with that either, man. He's still fairly young, and I understand the whole, like, he was a wrestler and the guts and the toughness that he's showing, like his dad. His dad no sold a lot, and I get it, but in this day and age, against someone established like Samoa Joe, there's no way I'm kicking out at one. Like, for me, I feel like I'm disrespecting Joe, especially that move. No way.
I think they wanted to give Hook a lot. I mean, that match wasn't perfect. There were things I didn't like about it. I could just see and appreciate things that they did put in the match, trying to give. I'm like, where did this match come from? Why is this match happening? But Dom is right in that, like, it's been a long time coming. It's late, if you will. But as the match was laid out, as the match went on, they did everything they could to protect her. I'm like, how do you get out of this? And that finish, the chokehold into the 1, 2, 3, the ref stoppage. I mean, that's an accepted finish in today's pro wrestling, and it didn't kill Hook's momentum. I think Hook can only get stronger after this, and the future is bright for the man from Red Hook, Brooklyn, New York.
They did that to retaliate against WWE because you had the modern day Maharaja going against Seth Rollins.
Well, we know he wasn't going to win the title, so.
Exactly. That's all they did. Try to give an underdog that story. But you know what? Happy birthday, Batista. Turned 55 today.
So, Dom, you want to ask the question that everyone's been waiting for?
It doesn't matter what the question is, guys. We will see you next week for the rundown. Talk to you soon.
God damn it.
Bye.